There it is. Would you all please rise and join us in singing the national anthem? right. Very good. First, I would like to welcome parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends to Richmond's farewell to our 5th grade students. Before we move on to the stars in this night, I'd like to thank some of the Richmond staff and people who have helped put this together. A special thank you to Mr. Carl and Mrs. Vang. Let's hear it for them. They are 5th grade teachers. What's funny is, you plan for everything. I just sent Mr. Carl to get the certificates for tonight's program, but okay, we'll get back on track. It's on me. I would like to thank the parent group. We have decorations. We have we have ice cream. We have refreshments. Let's hear it for the parent group that helped out. Raise your hand if you want. And obviously, Mrs. Wall, if anyone has a Mrs. Wall in their life, it makes your life easier and better. So we thank Mrs. Wall, who takes care of the program and everything else that we ask her to do a million times. How about another special applause? If you're from the Richmond staff, please raise your hand, or even former ones too. I see some former out there. Raise your hand. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. I'm biased, but I do believe that that we do have the best staff in this city, in this state. So we are saying goodbye to a couple, and really they're just moving on to different chapters. Mrs. Solm, our school counselor, Miss Whittington is our 1st grade teacher, Miss Kuplek, our art teacher, as well as Miss Krukenberg, who is our speech teacher. They're not retiring, they're just moving on to something else, but we're going to miss them. And we do have one staff member retiring, and that is Dawn Gallant, who's our physical therapist. We wish them luck as we bid them farewell, so thank you to them. So this is usually, it's an emotional night for families. It marks the end of the elementary journey, and that's a big thing. And for many of our students, Richmond's been part of their lives for a long time. This is the place where real school began. 5th graders, you may not remember your first day of school. Maybe you do, but I know families out there remember it very well. Whether it's backpacks, new crayons, just the excitement, the shock that their little baby is all of a sudden going to school. It's a shock. Now, I also remember we did have issues on that first day, and people pounding on the door and trying, I don't know what they were trying to do, but a lot of tears in the eyes, looking out the windows. But then we finally told your parents to get home, that we had some learning to do, they had to leave. That's a reused joke, I'm sorry, but I do like that. But here's the thing. Families, you handed us your children. This is your most precious gift, and I understand that. And you trusted us to take care of them, to guide them, correct them when needed, and help them grow. And that trust means a great deal to us. And so to Richmond families, I thank you for sharing your children with us. I'm going to turn this down a second. I said I'm the tech guy too. We'll try to make this work. So to my 5th grade friends, I'm guessing that you're feeling a little bit of everything right now, because you have to be excited that summer's here. No doubt about it. You're probably ready for a little more freedom. You may be wondering about that middle school thing, and some of you might even be sneaking in some fear about lockers, schedules, teachers, new classmates in a much bigger building, but that's all normal. It's all part of the process. Now, I'll share a little more about that later, but the fact is we're ready. Tonight, we celebrate where you started, how far you've come, and that exciting journey that's waiting for you after Richmond. All right, now to kick off our first celebration, we bring our first speaker. He is one half of the Riley brothers. And we've had the Riley families for many years at Richmond. And here's the thing. I usually give advice to the speakers, and I told this one the other day, I said, hey man, break a leg. I stole that from the stepdad, but okay. But let's hear it for our friend Tucker Riley.
Hello, my name is Tucker Riley. I am in 5th grade, and this is where I will say goodbye to my time here in Richmond Elementary. I will certainly miss all the people who are not coming with me. I will always remember the memories that I had here and with all of its staff. I hope I will remember it all for a long, long time. What I will miss the most of all is all of the friends I have made here throughout the years here. And I hope all of you remember the times you have been responsible, respectful, and caring to everyone you meet. I hope all of you continue to try challenging things every single day of your life, and always, and I mean always, take care for one another. All of my 5th grade friends and I will blast off to another part of our lives. You should always choose to be kind, try new things, because then in the future you know whether or not you like it. So push out of your comfort zone and try to make new friends. You can make a lot of true friends if you be yourself, because if you do, others may follow in your footsteps and be themselves. If you like something you can do it with expression and emotion. Then you can become amazing at it. Remember, if you want to do something, do it with thought, care, and your best effort. Always remember to be a Richmond Rocket who is respectful, responsible, and caring. Thank you for listening and joining us tonight.
All right. Our second speaker is definitely a family that has been around Richmond for quite a few years. And the special little addition actually is they're adding again as they have a kindergarten kid coming in next year. So the Vandenbergs are giving us another rocket. Please, let's hear it for Aubrey Vandenberg.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Vandenberg, and thank you all for being here. I'm really going to miss this school, and all of my friends here in the younger grade are making it harder to leave. Thinking back on all the fun memories from this school, like going to the Madison Zoo, Mr. Canuck dressing up in funny costumes, Bay Beach, and also the 5th grade track meet, and all the other fun events. I know I will not be able to feel the same experience in middle school, but I'm really happy that my younger brothers will still be able to feel the same experience for how much fun I did. And guys, will still be here so they can experience how much fun I did in school. Okay, guys. Guys. And I can still join them in some of this fun school events. Mr. Canuck was the best principal I had. I am going to miss all the things he did to make us laugh. I will miss all my teachers that I had and the ones I didn't have an opportunity to have as my classroom teacher, but who would always greet me in the hallways. And you can't forget about Miss Bull. She was the best secretary in the office. She was there when I was sad and when I really needed a hug. And I really don't want to say goodbye to this school. I really wish they would have kept 6th grade, but I can't wait to see what the future has in store for us. Thank you all for listening.
I continue to be impressed because I know some of our greatest fears include public speaking, and these kids have really did a great job with their speeches. And we have one more here. Now, I don't know how I cut off his name's cut off here. But with Jeffrey, I've missaid his name probably 50% of the time. I believe we finally have it. He is a 6-year Richmond Rocket. Let's hear it for Jeffrey Holme.
Dear Richmond families, and most importantly us, the graduating 5th graders, today marks a new beginning where we say goodbye to all of our teachers and some of the friends we made through elementary school. We will probably never see each other in the same room all at once again, but that doesn't mean that we won't remember all of our great moments and the memories we made, like when we had the carnivals and pumpkin runs. Thank you, teachers and supporters, for giving us amazing memories and great times. We may be moving on to middle school, but all these tears and happiness we felt will come with us. In this new journey, we will meet new teachers, friends, and just new people in general. It may be a little scary at first, but pretty quickly we'll get used to it. There's a quote I'd like to share with you by Albert Einstein. Imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited to all we now know and understand, while imagination embraces the entire world and all there will ever be to know and understand. This quote shows us knowledge is limited with what we know now, but with imagination, there's no limit to what you can do and what your brain can come up with. My advice to you is that your imagination is always with you, but you just have to use it. Both your imagination and knowledge can help you in the future. I'll see you in 6th grade, and have a good evening.
Come on, let's hear it for all 3 speakers. What an excellent one. Excellent. All right. So at this point, I invite our 5th grade friends, where Miss Smith has put together the 5th grade song, which is a combination of 2 songs. I bet you'll recognize them pretty quickly. 5th graders, find your spots.
Yeah, scoot over so. Don't be right. Yeah, don't be right. Yeah, don't be right behind it. I can't see you, Abby. Okay, is everybody able to be seen? Nobody's behind the decoration? Okay. Abby. You good?
All right. Let's hear it for that 5th grade group. Let's hear it for Miss Smith putting it all together for us again. All right. So now it's my turn. I know the 5th graders are looking at me right now going, come on, man. One more speech. We've been listening to your announcements for 6 years. How many 5-minute warnings is that? How many happy birthdays? How many, you know what to do? Thank you. So I know what you're thinking. You're like, come on. Is he really going to talk? I am. But here's the good news. This is not going to be my longest speech ever. May not even be my best, but I can promise you this. I've been thinking about it a little bit. Like, what do I want to leave this crew with? Something's off, though. All right, that's better. That is my rocket outfit. Which, by the way, Sunday night I'll be jumping off the high dive in. All right. Now, I'm not just wearing this to wear another silly costume, as somebody probably thinking, although that's part of it. This year, so I was like looking for inspiration. I do every year. Believe it or not, I try to make a new speech every single year. And I started seeing that NASA had launched the Artemis 2, and it was the mission, the Artemis 2, and that's where that Orion spacecraft went around with the 4-man crew and the astronauts for 10 days, and they went around the moon and they came back. So I thought about all the work that actually took to make that all happen. And I remember seeing that launch and going, man, think about it. The launch pad, the crew, the fuel, the mission, everything about it. And I'm like, hey, we're the Richmond Rockets. Why not talk about rockets? Now, all right, I also like random AI. That's just the way I roll. The kids make fun of me all the time. I know, Lincoln, you've been making fun of my AI for 3 years now. All right. But the AI, as you saw there, I just want to shout out there, that was a picture from the Guerrero family. And if you pass out there, the Guerreros will be showing for many years our rocket there. So let's get to the lessons that we learned from rockets. First lesson here, every rocket needs a launch pad. Now, I know launch pad is not the most exciting part, okay? Nobody watches a rocket launch and goes, wow, look at that beautiful concrete slab. All right? It's not the cheering that you're cheering for that launch pad, but we understand how important it is to steady that rocket. For some of you, Richmond is that launch pad. Some, you came here with backpacks bigger than yourself. Some of you still needed help opening milk cartons. Some of you are still learning that recess does end, even if you disagree with that concept. And some of you came to Richmond later, but you became a part of this family, and we were there. Richmond was held you steady. This is where you learn to read more challenging books. This is where you learn the math facts, a little bit of science. This is where you learn how to line up. This is when you learned how to try again when something was hard, how to handle winning, maybe some of you how to handle losing. Now, I know Richmond's not a perfect school every day. No school is, no class is, no principal is, no student is. But Richmond is your launch pad, and hopefully it steadied you and helped prepare you for that first mission that you were going to take. I know some people. We got a mix on AI. I got you. Lesson 2. Every single rocket needs fuel. A rocket doesn't launch because it wishes really hard. A rocket's not going to launch because it's like, I think I'm going to try it today. It launches because it has the fuel behind it. And for you, all right, your fuel. I better take this off before I sweat. Pass out here. Your fuel is your effort. Your fuel is a courage to do what's right. Your fuel is your curiosity. Your fuel is hard work. Your fuel is showing up when something's difficult. And your fuel is asking for help when you're completely lost. As you move into middle school, you're going to have more opportunities to find your fuel. What is driving you? You'll have different classes, different teachers, different activities, sports, clubs, music opportunities. Probably a building that feels a little bigger than Richmond. And here's the truth. Some things are going to be easy, that's okay. Are not going to be easy, and that's okay. You do not need to be perfect to launch, but you do need fuel. You need to find what drives your dreams. Now, the thing about a dream, though, is again, you have to back it up with some work. You have to back it up with some passion. When we try, we're going to mess things up, we learn, and we move on. So, when you get to middle school, give it the effort. Try that. Try a class. Join a new club. Go out for another team. Go out for the musical. Pick up another instrument. Ask a question. Sit with somebody new. Find the fuel to keep you going.
All right, team, let's launch.
Initiating final sequence.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ignition!
We
have
did it!
liftoff!
Yes! We actually did it! To the moon! To the moon!
All right. If you remember, that was the beginning of the year. That was the Richmond teacher crew as superheroes, right? Every rocket needs a crew. So when we watch a rocket launch, when we watch the Artemis go, you see the fire, you hear the countdown, you see it taking off. But what we don't always see is that crew behind it, the people checking every single system, the people solving the problems, the people making sure that rocket is ready, the people saying, "Ooh, not yet, let's fix that." See, now there is no rocket that launches alone, and neither do you. So you have a crew. Some of your crew is sitting behind you right now tonight. These are the people who packed lunches. These are the people who signed forms, helped with homework, found the missing shoes, listened to long stories that started with, "You will never believe what happened at recess today." They cheered for you. They worried about you, and they pushed you. They reminded you to brush your teeth, finish your work, and maybe wear something other than the shorts when it's 12 degrees outside. They've been a part of your crew. Take a second and think about those people who helped you get where you are here today. Your moms, your dads, your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, your brothers, your sisters, your neighbors, your family, friends. Whoever that person is in your life who showed up for you, you did not get here alone. And then there's the Richmond crew. Take a second and think about the people who helped you here. The staff, the teachers, the paraprofessionals, our office staff, the lunch staff, our specialists, our sub-teachers, our volunteers. There's a lot of people here who opened doors, cleaned up messes, dried tears, handed out Band-Aids, gave reminders, taught lessons, and cared about you even on the days when it might have been a little more difficult, a little more challenging. This is what a crew does. They help you launch. And as you move forward, I want you to think about another crew that you're going to have here. And you're going to have a crew of friends that you're going to be coming up to in the next few years. The people you travel with matter. Good friends help you become more of who you are supposed to be. Good friends don't make you feel smaller each day. Good friends do not make you feel like you have to become someone else to belong. Find those people. Be one of those people. Here's something also important. As you get older, you're thinking that you should be independent, and it's true, you should get more independent. But independence does not mean not needing people. It means you learn when to ask for help. It means you learn who the safe people are. It means you learn that when life gets hard, you don't have to fly alone. And of course, remember, the Richmond crew, we don't stop caring about you because you leave after the 5th grade here. So once you part this family, you're always part of our family.
Systems nominal. Cruising speed holding. Warning. Asteroid field detected. Engines on max. Imminent. Power. No, we're not making it. Not making it. Ah! It's not getting better. There's nowhere to go.
I am upset that AI cannot give extra hair. That seems wrong to me. I'm going to have to redo that one. All right. Lesson 4. Every single rocket faces turbulence. Launches are not calm. They're not quiet. They're not neat. There's fire, there's smoke, there's shaking, there's noise. There's probably a few people holding their breath and hoping everything goes the way it's supposed to go. And that might be the way it's going to be in middle school. Okay, it might feel loud. It might feel a little confusing. You might get lost. You might forget something. You may walk into the wrong room. You have a class that feels harder than anything you've ever done before. You have a friendship that is not working out the way you thought. And you have a day where you think, I'm just not ready for this. So, I want you to hear this clearly. This does not mean there's something wrong with you. That means you are a rocket launching. On these days, remember you have crew. Talk to your family. Talk to your teacher. Talk to a counselor. Turbulence is not the failure. It's part of the flight. There's going to be bumpy days in the middle school. There'll be bumpy days in high school. There's going to be bumpy days the rest of your life. But a bumpy day does not mean that the mission is over. It simply means you steady yourself, learn something from it, make an adjustment, and keep moving on.
Look, so many rockets! Wow, let's explore this playground. Hurry,
Look at those
let's
rockets go!
They're flying away!
Whoa, what's happening? Richmond Elementary rockets!
All right. Every rocket has a cycle. All right, the rocket goes up, fires off, it works to accomplish a mission, it comes back to Earth and prepares for that next mission. So that launch gets a lot of attention and everyone comes down, everyone looks up, everyone's so excited about it, but that's not it. It is the mission. What are you trying to get done? A mission learns, a mission's going to face challenges, a mission makes discoveries, a mission comes back with those lessons and then gets ready for the next mission. See, that's what growing up is about. So you're now just about to finish one mission in your life. But you're going to have many. And Richmond was one of your first home bases, right? And Richmond Rockets, this is not your final mission, though. And it's not your final home base. And as you get older, you're going to find other home bases to take off from and start a new cycle. Madison will be that next one. Someday, high school will become another. Maybe a college, maybe a workplace, maybe a team, a neighborhood, a church, a group of friends, or a family. Throughout your life, you're going to keep finding places and people that help you launch into your next part of your journey. So Richmond is where you started to really grow. Now you're ready for the next mission. Mission Madison. I like that. That Mission Madison. Sounds official, sounds like something you should put on a t-shirt, but it's more than a slogan. It is your next step. You're going to a new place with new people, new challenges, new opportunities, new chances to become the person you are meant to be. Hold on to your hats. There it is. So 5th graders, here we are. The countdown has started. Your launch pad is ready. Your crew's behind you. Your fuel's inside you. You'll have the smooth days. You're going to have shaky days. You'll have days where you feel like you're flying, and you'll have days where you feel like the whole rocket is put together by duct tape and rubber bands. But you just keep moving. It's okay. Remember where you came from. Remember the people behind you. Remember that turbulence is not failure. You do not have to fly alone, and every mission, every mistake teaches you something. And remember this, you're not leaving Richmond because we're done with you. You're leaving Richmond because you're ready. To my fifth graders, thank you. Thanks for the laughter. Thanks for the memories. Thank you for the energy, even when we had no idea where that energy was really coming from. Thank you for being Richmond Rockets. We are proud of you. We believe in you. We will miss you and cannot wait to see you tackle your next mission wherever it takes you. Richmond Rockets, next up, Mission Madison. You're ready. It's time for launch. Thank you. All right. And now at this time, we are going to meet all of our fifth graders. And we're going to introduce them. And the way that we do this here, I mean, we're talking about missions and what they're going to be doing. And so we wanted them to think, okay, the question, what are you going to do when you grow up? So we'll introduce each one. And I warn everyone, whatever you put down here, we're not going to sit there and say, hey, did you do this? Because remember, this is a dream, this is a mission, something you might want to do. Mr. Canuck was supposed to be a dentist. I've told you that. I did not become one, although I have pulled out a couple teeth. But other than that, you just never know. So let's meet our fifth graders, 2026. First up, Will Beth, professional artist. And we can clap for each one. Very good. Leon Bruner. All right. Ava Butler, doctor or veterinarian. Michael Collins, firefighter. Cooper Curran, dirt biker or welder. Jesus God. Michaela Adling, artist or gymnast. J.J. Gomez, marine biologist. Neva Gendron, animator or YouTuber gamer. Adeline Golke, a barista at 7 Brew. Charlie Guerrero, construction worker or a sports player. Jeffrey Holme, pro soccer athlete or music artist. Maverick Hogue, veterinarian. Quinn Yadis, special education teacher or paraprofessional. Caleb Candler, YouTuber. Lincoln Kerr, geography teacher. Ella Macias, professional soccer player. Addie Marquardt, actress. Shane Mirecki, soccer player. Lucy Mua, teacher. Duke Payton, firefighter. Sophia Pearson, doctor. Hollis Reno, cosmetologist. Landon Riley, probably something with law enforcement. Tucker Riley. Professional drift racer. Lillian Shu Nguyen, a teacher or firefighter. Raven Seifert, work in art or animations. Cole Stabani, video game tester. Millie Sturm, crime scene investigator. Lucas Tao, MLB umpire. Everly Vendalen, dance competition judge. Abby Vandenberg, hairstylist. Aubrey Vandenberg, dentist. Clarity Bang, professional track and field athlete. Jonathan Veach, engineer. Graham Wilson, MLB or NFL player. Ivory Wolt, artist. And Eve Zhang, artist or YouTuber. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our 5th grade of 2026. All right. I know we're excited. This actually is our, every year, this is our favorite part of the evening. I know it's not my speech. That's okay. Not personal. But we have a collection. You've been giving us all kinds of pictures, and they're not in any particular order. And some of these pictures you'll be able to tell who they are, and some you will not have a clue, so you might have to tell your neighbor next to you if you're like, yeah, that's me as a baby, all right? It is, this is just a reminder. This is just a reminder to all of us. Not that the adults needed that many things to point this out to us, but sometimes time can feel like it's a grind. But whenever we put something like this together, it just reminds us that time is really, it flows as fast and goes past in the blink of an eye. So let's enjoy the 5th grade video.
6 years on Richmond steps with a bright-eyed grin, tiny backpacks with a low. You were ready then. Lunchbox in your little hand, shoes still made to raise. Just a second, that's all it was, and the heart held your face. Now the papers change, now the bells ring on, and I stand here smiling, trying to be strong. Where have the years gone? Where have the years gone? You were running to the door, now you're walking on. Where have the years gone? Where have the years gone? We are proud of who you're becoming. Go be great, my son, my son. 6 springs of drawings, home, 6 winters of your songs, spelling tests and playground dust, and days that felt so long. I watched you learn your steadiness, your kindness, your might. Every scraped up growing year has made you shine more bright. And I know this change is the road ahead. Still my heart keeps holding every word I say. Where have the years gone? Where have the years gone? You were running to the door, now you're walking on. Where have the years gone? Where have the years gone? We are proud of who you're becoming. Go be great, my son, my son. Middle school is calling, bigger rooms, bigger days, new friends, new hard moments, new ways to find your way. But if you ever stumble, look back and you will see Richmond kept your footsteps, and it kept a part of me. Where have the years gone? Where have the years gone? You were running to the door, now you're walking on. Where have the years gone? Have the years gone? We are proud of who you're becoming. Go be great, my Where have the years gone? Where have the years gone? 6 years in a heartbeat, and I'm still holding on. Richmond Elementary, we see you standing tall. 6 years in these hallways, you answered every call. Safe and respectful, responsible too. You kept the big 3 shining in all you say and do. From morning bell to last bell, you showed us what is true. Little rockets learning how to rise right through. Go Rockets go, you made us proud. Go Rockets go, sing it out loud. 6 miles you have climbed. Fifth grade, you're moving forward, and we're right behind. Go Rockets, go! You made us proud. Go Rockets, go! Sing it out loud. 6 years strong, you led the way. Richmond hearts don't fade today. Go Rockets, from here to skies. Richmond Elementary, I wanna cheer for all you've done. You're still our ones.
Fifth grade faces, room by room, little head, big rooms. You came in small, you're leaving strong. I watched you all year long. I'm proud of the kids you become, of the kindness you've shown. Learn how to stand, you learn how to care, and you made this place your own. Take care of yourself, take care of others. We will always be here for you. When you need a lift, once a rocket, always a rocket. You are family. Always will be. I still see your notes on my desk, your questions, your jokes, your best. The hard days, the bright days, the mess and the wins. You showed me what growing means. I'm proud of the kids you become, of the courage you've shown. Keep your head up high, keep your hearts open wide. Wherever you go, you'll know. Take care of yourself, take care of others. We will always be here for you. When you need a lift, once a rocket, always a rocket. You are family. You always will be. Richmond's way, carry it on. Speak with grace and keep moving strong. If the road gets steep, if the day feels rough, lean on the name. That love is enough. Take care of yourself, take care of others. We will always be here for you. When you need a lift, once a rocket, always a rocket. You are family.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for a run down memory lane, fifth graders. All right. So, as I said, much of what we're saying. All right. I know we're excited. That's probably the most raucous video we've ever watched here. So it's a lot of energy. I like it. It's all good. It's all good. So, fifth graders, could you stand up, please? Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our fifth grade students of Richmond 2026. One more job before you leave. Richmond School, expect everyone here at Richmond School. We have a lot of fun here. Come on, parents, if you know it too. Here at Richmond School, we follow all the. Come on, at least get the claps. Richmond is the best. Richmond is the best. Reaching for the stars. Our wings are flying high, like rockets to the sky. The future will be ours. Here at Richmond School, the teachers really care. Here at Richmond School, we all try to play fair. Here at Richmond School, we respect diversity. Here at Richmond School, there's room for you and me. Oh, Richmond is best. Richmond is the best. We're reaching for the stars. Our wings are flying high, like rockets to the sky. The future will be ours. 5, 4, 3, go down, Richmond Rockets. Blast off! Future will be ours. Yes! The best school song. All right. So, all right. Before we end tonight, couple of things. We do have some beverages. Culver's ice cream came through with hundreds of scoops. Yeah, I know. So, all right. We believe we have some cupcakes. All right. Hold on. Hold tight. Fifth graders, hold tight. Hold tight. All right, mental note, don't bring up the Culvers till later. All right, couple of things for families here. First, the perennial, you know what I'm going to ask. We're going to put these chairs away before you leave. And if this is your last student, think about it. This is the last time you ever have to hear me say, put the chairs away for us nicely. And I appreciate you all the time. All right. Second, okay, just don't forget, they're going to leave and then they're going to come back and you can do pictures and eat and drink and we'll spend a little time together here. So fifth graders, take a look at me. I want to see your eyeballs one more time. Friends, let me see your faces. All right. For some of us, we've been together a very long time. And I hope you leave with great memories of a school and the time we spent together. So for some of you, this is a second home too. And I'm proud to have been your principal. I'm proud of what you've done, and I'm hopeful that you'll continue to accomplish great things. And I hope to see you at that senior celebration here when you graduate from Hamilton East High School. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for my 2026 students. Future graduating class of 2033.
Now we'll have to recreate that picture again.
Oh, yes.
Next year.
Each year we can do that.